Right.
Well, namaste. Welcome 2026. Can you believe that? Yes, it is 11:11. Not really. Issues. We are on time the best we can. Sometimes these things happen, but it's been a while since I've been here on Facebook Live. So I'm hoping to have some people that are new or people that has followed us for a really long time. We appreciate all your support along the way, but we're going to also talk a little bit about the year 2026 and what that means. And of course, I'm going to do a few readings. So please come on and I'll let you know when we're going to do readings, whether it's about your future, things that are going on currently. And of course, we want to always connect with our loved ones, and that can include our fur babies, because that's really exciting to know that they're all with us on the other side. So the year of last year, 2025, was the year of the snake. And I think a lot of people felt the intensity around that snake, where we were shedding these old things, we were releasing stuff. It was time to, just get rid of the things that didn't serve us anymore. That can include relationships, it can our jobs, our belief systems, things in our home that we want to get rid of, things that we've been hanging on to. And so you may have felt a lot of that, push and pull, trying to release what no longer serves you. Well, the Chinese New Year starts February 17th, and it is the year of the fire horse. And that's really exciting. Everyone's kind of feeling maybe the burn already starting to happen. But the last time the fire horse was in our presence was the year 1966. And if anyone studied history or was alive during that time, that's when a lot of upheaval was happening in our country and around the world. And so we're going to see a little bit of that again in this coming year, but in a good way. So the fire horse represents sort of the burning away. If we think about anything that we're burning, it is kind of revealing the old things, or things that we have not seen, things that need to be accelerated, things that need to be really taking some ownership on. What I really loved about this too is that people are going to be taking more personal responsibility, or we're going to expect people to take more personal responsibility, which probably will hope that has a little bit less gaslighting of ourselves, as well as those that gaslight us along the way. That's what came to mind. I went, truth will be revealed. So during the 60s, 1966, for a few years, the fire horse really did a lot to people wanting freedoms, to expand their minds, whatever that looked like. They wanted to be able to go against and resist some of the things that they did not appreciate, being told what to do or being controlled. So we're going to see this again in 2026, and probably for a couple more years, where our expectations and to reveal ourselves, to burn away this personality that, maybe we're pretending or trying to fit in, or people felt like, in order for me to be accepted, I needed to do this. We abandon ourselves many times in this. Well, this year, we're not going to do that as much. We're going to be leaning into much more of, who we really want to be. And how do we, create the stability? What do we want to burn away? And it doesn't mean, that we're destroyed. It's really about learning to become that really person you are and really evolve. And you're going to see this being pushed a lot of different directions. So this could be around your relationships. It could be around your religion, your faith, your truth, things like that, that you're just seeing things from a whole different perspective. And we think about a fire, I think about things being lit up. And when things are being lit up, you can see very clearly the stuff around you. And so if you've been that person that just kept holding on, wasn't sure, even though last year you were releasing things, you still didn't feel like you were leaning into your authentic self, that's this year. This year is really about taking that ownership. It also might feel a little bit wonky in the sense of, who do I become in this? How do I become grounded? How do I take all this power and energy and use it to lean forward in my life? We're opening again, which I do once, sometimes twice a year, the Solution Program, which brings you in. You get to hang out with me every week and learn how to take on all these things that you want for this new year. Part of it is it's about being more present. And I think so many of us are in this place in life where we're so distracted. And I noticed that in 2025 is that there was a lot of distractions because we were peeling away those layers. And so we kept feeling like, I'm over here, and those kind of things. This year is about being really present and paying attention. I mean, if you think about it, we're playing with fire as we're riding a horse. So if you put those factors together, it's going to be a powerful year. And you may have already started to feeling into that, even though the Chinese New Year doesn't start till February 17th. It is truly about feeling this kind of excitement going on. Probably in our country and the world around us, we're going to see a lot of that. So the upheaval that we saw in the 60s, we might see a little bit of that coming forward. And this is not about fear or scarcity or things like that. It's about us burning away the things that no longer serve us. It's releasing those things that we want to create and rebuild. I think about the phoenix rising, you know, how the phoenix burns and then we come out of the ashes. And that's basically a little bit about, the fire horse. The fire horse, too, what I love about the horse, it is the companionship and the partnership and the trust. When anyone rides a horse, you are creating abundance of trust when you ride that animal because it's 1,500 pounds plus. And so you have to have that intuition and the relationship that you want with that animal to be able to know when it starts going forward and moving, how do you ride that? How do you stay present? How do you take and get the momentum going that you want? And then trust that process. So when we're moving in that powerful place and having that ability to unite with this animal and its fire, we're going to be really accelerated with what we want to do and how we want to grow and expand. I'm excited about this year because just the whole energy of what's happening in our world. And I'm also seeing it within the individuals I already work with. What I see with students is that they're trying to release all these things and these old belief systems and these patterns with all the distractions they've had over the years. We build and program our brain over time to do certain things to be accepted in society. Well, when we start peeling away those things, we realize that's not really who we want to be. And so when we start removing those things, we start seeing more clearly how to step forward, how to recreate and create a life that we truly believe that we want to have authentically. And so many times we want to have acceptance from others, our family or community, things like that. And so it's important to know that sometimes we don't even know what we believe or what we want or who we can be. So when we lean into pulling away this programming that we've had for so long, we're able to get some more clarity. In the solution program that I hope you guys join, it's about understanding your belief system, not taking my belief system, but it's about really leaning into what makes you tick? What is your heart's passion? What is your heart's desire? How do you trust that intuition? How do you feel the guidance of your loved ones? How do you feel the guidance from your guides to move forward? And what we love in our community is there's full acceptance. And there's not the judgment that we deal with and all those things that cause us to pull back, not be seen, not be heard. And there's a lot of frustration with that. We get depressed, we feel unmotivated, especially with our intuition, there's a lot more grief. And so when we start burning those things away and we start releasing some of those things, we clearly come to our original soul, the soul that was born into this planet to be able to move forward. And so we get back to those basics about your passion and unconditional love of yourself and receiving things in your life that maybe sometimes are a struggle. This is one of my favorite things is to teach. My passion is teaching and having people find the tools to empower themselves in their lives. And, I'm known for my medium work and my intuition, obviously, but this is something that I'm truly passionate about. So I hope you guys join us, especially this year of the horse, the fire horse. So you're going to see things not being so delayed. You're going to move forward a lot quicker than you've ever seen in the last few years. There's Dana. There's my partner in crime. It's Dana.
Hi, I thought I would just come on because I think the guys behind the scenes, we have a team helping us out today. So thank you guys for being here. But you have a free masterclass. It's completely free masterclass next Saturday, January 31st. They put it on the screen. Super easy to register for it.
And I'm not free very often, so please take an opportunity to join.
I wasn't sure what was going to come out of your mouth.
Yeah, jokes. So the 31st is a great class, the master class, and it can really just help you just start learning to trust again. I think the biggest thing that I find when people are trying to develop their intuition is, they go into their ego. So there's that conflict, they want to be validated. So they feel frustrated with those things. So learning how to go into your intuition and truly trust it, it's knowing versus guessing, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything you want to share about the masterclass, Dina?
Well, I think it's just, it's easy to just register for it. That's the only thing I want to share. It's really a fun time. It's a few hours spending the afternoon with Deb, and I get to be there. I get to help out too, which is always fun. So, and then we have a lot of ladies in the community that will be there to support and help out and chat with too. So,
and what's really great is that our community of women love to help support others because they have been there. They identify with new people coming in and the struggles that they have and what they've worked through and healed to really find their own direction and listen to their intuition much better. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Was there some people that had questions?
I'm not sure. I feel like we had some technical difficulties getting on at first, so I feel kind of,
discombobulated. It's okay. Is that the one, Jasmine? Oh, from Australia. Woo woo. Love you girls. And then some Sarah, Michigan, North Carolina. Love all of that. Yeah. Part of this master class, though, there is going to be interaction to be able to probably ask a few questions, but a lot of it is me giving the teachings I've done over the years. I've been teaching for 25 plus years, and I'll just tell you this backstory. It started by, I was on the radio and did readings and loved it, and that was something I was driven to do. And then about right around COVID, I went septic and almost died. And when I came out of it, Dana said, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to get back to teaching. And so anytime it's set up for me to do a master class or my solutions program or whatever else is out there, it truly lights my fire. It gets me going. It gets my belly going because people do really want to have some answers. They want to be able to listen to their heart and get out of their head and get out of their ego. They want to trust their own guidance because we're all born with it. Mm-hmm. And we just turn it off over the years because we're told not to trust it, or we're told to do what society tells us to do. And it's okay to have those guidance, those rules in our lives, but our intuition that is completely shut down. Mm-hmm. And that's when we look for other people to be able to give us information and what to do versus our own inner guidance system. I call it our GPS, guided psychic system. We all have it. So
it's fun. It becomes fun once you turn it on. It becomes really fun to.
Anytime being turned on is really awesome.
I knew you were going to go.
Why not be turned on with your psychic skills, right? Yeah, absolutely. And I think part of it is, people will tell me often, I have these dreams, or when I was this age, or when these things happened to me, I knew I want to get that back. Or the feelings that when you meet someone for the first time and you're like, oh, I feel like I know you, or you go to a location, you feel like you have a deja vu. All of those type of experiences are helping to validate that you are wired to connect with the universe because we're all connected. And that's when we feel other people's pain or their happiness or their frustration. We feel it. And so many people join us because they're empaths and they feel everybody else's stuff. And so how do you not take on everybody else's stuff? We call it the Sherpa. How do you not become the Sherpa and taking on everybody else's energy versus really going into your own intuition and listening and not taking on other people's things? So, yeah. Did you have something to say, Dana?
I was just going to share, when we created this program solution, the students who initially joined this, it was, I guess, 6 years ago, just about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Initially, it was intended to be a 6-month program. And, it has evolved. But, the students themselves kept asking for more, we want to keep learning. So it really is a fantastic women's program.
Mm-hmm. It's very intimate, I think. Mm-hmm. We don't allow, we keep it small, and that way everyone gets attention to make sure that they're taken care of through everything. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's real. It's real integration,
Hmm.
learning the tools and integrating it into your daily life in
Yeah.
a very grounded way. But it is spiritual work, so it's very it's a fantastic
I
program.
think
The
that,
master class. Just come in and join the master class and see how you feel.
I think anytime anyone signs up for any of these things, whether it's a free master class or the solution program, it takes courage. It takes courage to, lean in and discover and look at things differently, and have that mirror to look at yourself a little bit more in depth, because I think sometimes we surface our life about, what we want to do. We just kind of manage things. And I think that's why this year about really being present is going to be really a focus for most people, because that mirror is going to show up much more often. That accountability is going to be there. And so it's having those tools to be able to navigate 2026 for sure.
Yeah. What's really cool about the fire horse too, I just thought I'd bring this in, is the fire horse energy really helps us separate what's real from what's just the fluff. And we talk about that a lot. It's like, okay, what's real? What is internally false, and what is real
Hmm.
internally and externally? And the fire horse is really inspiring that. So I think that's really it's a great time for us to really, whether it's here or somewhere else, to really
Right.
look at how we do things.
Well, if you think about 2025 was the year of the snake. It was about shedding the skins, which means we're getting rid of things a lot of ways. So bringing in that fire horse in this year is also allowing us to see a lot more clearly. And so those distractions are not going to work anymore. And I know that I'm a big girl in distractions, right? Let me, squirrel. I'm always over here like, what else can I be doing? Versus sometimes really forcing myself to look at that inner part of my healing and what I want to do. And that's what this year's going to be about is, you're not able to have as many distractions. So people may feel a little more uncomfortable because of that discomfort, but that discomfort is to tell you it's time for that to be released or changed.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I know you want to do a few medium or intuitive readings.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's always fun and insightful. And so the way you want me to describe.
Yeah. Please lead it. Yeah.
Okay. So I get the honor of introducing Deb, but basically the way Deb works is, and she's already got loved ones talking in her head, so this is why I talk about it a lot, but she needs just the first name of your loved one and how they're connected to you. So, my brother John, and she can quickly tune into their energy because chances are they're already around her. Their energy is already around her. So she can tune into their energy, which is their first name. We love validations because sometimes it's like a party going on in Deb's head. And so validating makes sure that she's really honed in on their energy. And then if it is a child, or you had a child that passed, she always likes to know their age because it just helps her, distinguish their energy specifically. So is there something I missed, Deb Sheppard?
No, if you're doing this a reading with me, like a scheduled reading, I wouldn't need that information. I just do it for the Facebook Lives because it makes me go faster with all of this too. And I use all my senses, so it is an interpretation. We call it psychic charades. And so I take all that data and information and then hopefully give you a message from your loved ones or a question that you may have for this year or anything else.
Yeah.
Open.
So I can just start choosing a couple at random. First one that came up was Karen Dingus. I hope I'm saying that right. And she would love to hear from her son, Dustin.
Okay.
And type in his age real quickly too. I did not catch that, Karen. 30.
Who's 30? Okay. Well, first of all, Karen, I'm so sorry. The loss of a child at any age is devastating and horrific to anybody. My heart really, really hurts. My feeling too is there's a sense of abandonment or something going on around, and not that he died from his heart, but that there was like broken promises or a feeling of not clear. I feel like his death was unexpected, and I don't feel like he's been gone very long. And he says also that you're, because as a parent we feel guilty. There was something about a conversation before he passed that also that someone is, whether it's you or someone in his life, that felt like the conversation should have been different. And I feel my head hurts a lot. So there's definitely something around the head, or it could be mental, or the sense of a passing from a head impact. Great smile. He's showing me his teeth, saying that he had great teeth or great smile. I feel like he also, and this could be a lot of men too, that they protect themselves. They weren't always showing, what they were feeling. And maybe that's where I'm getting the heart. And it could be that you have the broken heart, of course, that I keep getting this piece of it. He's talking about the candle. And when I get a candle, that means there's a birthday anniversary that just passed or is coming up that he wants to recognize as well. So thank you, Karen, for being on here, and I'm sorry for your loss for Dustin. So if anything in that area makes sense, please let us know. So go ahead, Dana.
Okay, yeah, validate. I just got a yes from her to something, so
Okay.
Validating.
Thank you, Karen.
Pieces of that, yeah. We have somebody joining from Canada. Good morning, Francis.
Yeah, thank Canada.
Yeah. Scrolling up, Alan. Let's see. Alan wanted to connect with his best friend, Joe.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming on, Alan. I don't see very many men coming on, so that's great. The thing I get with Joe is this humor. I just get this humor. So whether you guys had this really humorous relationship, but I'm getting this smile on his face of, I can't believe I'm here. And part of that feels like maybe he didn't believe in the afterlife or believe that you could communicate with him. So I feel like he's kind of this practical joker. He's also bringing up something about politics, and that's not normally something I will bring up in a live event, but he says that you'll understand. He's also saying, I feel like his passing, my whole body hurts with him. So his whole body shut down. So whether this was an impact, and I'm trying to get through this quickly, or that something happened to him, like his body, but I feel just really this impact. And I'm also smelling smoke or dust. So he's talking about like the like maybe a job that you guys did or something. Maybe you guys both smoked, but he's bringing this up. And he's saying he's okay, and he's with the larger dog. And I'm assuming this might be your dog. And again, this dog could have passed a long time ago, but it's this darker dog that's sitting there, short hair, sort of just very stoic is the dog, the energy around the dog. So he is there with the dog, and he's waving a flag. So again, this could be something political, military, something he believed in, something like that. But I'm seeing the flag for him, and I can't see the color, whether it's a white flag for surrendering or whether it's just a flag that he wants to represent. So I'm assuming that's an inside connection for some reason.
Must be.
I'm only the messenger.
Yes, Karen said that his birthday is coming up, so they were just discussing his.
Okay, so then that would be for you to validate that he sees what's happening.
Yeah.
And he said this is for Dustin from Karen. He's also saying he had a big celebration of his life, so I feel like a lot of people honored him.
All right, thank you, Deb.
Mm-hmm.
And just some highs. We got somebody from Sacramento saying hi.
My hood.
Some shout outs. Liza Lewis saying good morning. Okay, I'm just scrolling real quick. Another son. Terry wants to connect with her son Patrick, who is 18.
Okay. I don't know if he had a nickname or not, but he's saying there's another name besides Patrick. So he's just bringing this validation. I feel like I feel too, all these deaths are all men, all unexpected or surprised about the passing. The first thing I get with Patrick is when I see a mask, there's two sides of him. Like I feel internally there was maybe some anger or some struggles kind of going on, but the outside shows me, things are fine. Kind of reminds me of my son that, how you doing? Good. Everything's good. Can you share anything else? And so I feel a little bit of that going on, but big heart, very caring. I see him very connected to animals as well. Like that was probably important to him, or he felt that great connection. And he's showing me something about the outdoors. So the outdoors to me is a person that would rather be, outdoors or with animals versus humans, when I understand that one sometimes. He also feels that he needs to acknowledge the other sibling. Something about the sibling feels there's some kind of disconnect or something that he wants to heal on this. He's telling you, Terry, I'm okay. He's also with a grandfather. So whether this is your dad, Terry, or his father's father, he's talking about being with the grandfather right now, and that he was greeted by many people. It was important for you to know that he was not alone. And he's saying that there's still a lot of questions around his death, or things that you're not sure with how he passed, that you just have a lot of things like it's unanswered. Things are not answered the way you feel. Could give you some closure for him. But he's letting you know that he is okay. He is with the grandfather. And also another male. So there may be either be two grandfathers or also an uncle or a father-in-law. He's talking about there's like these several men that's over there. And I'm in Colorado, and he's pulling me east, which tells me that there's someone that he wants to recognize that's probably in the Midwest or East Coast that he's trying to acknowledge as well. Mm-hmm. Hopefully that makes some sense for you and can
share a validation.
Yes.
Just giving a shout out to Karina. Hi, Karina.
Hi, Karina. One of my favorite people.
And Terry said his nickname was Patchy.
Patchy. Okay, good. I knew it didn't go by Patrick. It was, oh no, that's not who they called me. So validation. Can she validate anything else?
Well, I guess you asked, so we'll see.
Yeah, let's see if she does.
One
more?
Her dad passed 2 years ago, and he's from Delaware.
Okay.
So there you go.
Okay.
Validation. So just a reminder for everybody who's on, if you want to join the free masterclass, I think the link to the website, or guys, if you want to post the link to our marketing team, if you want to post the link so people can follow it in the chat, that would be good too. So there it is. I'll type it in. It's just Deb Sheppard /masterclass, debsheppard.com. And join us. Come have fun.
Yeah. Free's good.
I think it's popping in there. And hi, Melissa from Highlands Ranch.
Is that our Melissa?
That's our Melissa.
Oh yeah, last name. Hi, Melissa.
So, okay, awesome. Yeah. Anything else, Deb?
I really hope everyone can join our masterclass. I enjoy teaching. It's a great way to start and launch the new year, and really learn to lean into your intuition, develop that. If you've lost loved ones, which most of us have, to be able to hear them. These things are about getting out of your head and into your heart and your soul. And I look forward to connecting with everybody on our masterclass. Thank you for joining us. Happy 2026 with the Fire Horse, and namaste.